So I hear you guys want to learn about a healthy recipe. I've got just the thing. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the recipe. Excuse me, yes, you in the middle of the front row there. I'm pretty sure your teacher said not to talk in assembly when somebody else... For this recipe, you're going to need a red bowl, some chicken breast tikka flavour, but if you want to change the flavour, that's absolutely fine. I'm using tomatoes in this recipe, some reduced sugar and salt tomato ketchup, and some couscous and a spoon. But first of all, you're going to weigh out the couscous. You don't have to use a weighing scale, but I recommend if you want to get used to portion sizes and getting used to what a portion looks like, then use a weighing scale. And once you've done that, click the kettle on so you can get some hot water, but I would recommend you ask your parents to do this because hot water can cause you burns, so just be very, very careful if you do decide to do it yourself. But otherwise, ask your parents. And then you're going to need to use a knife in order to cut the tomatoes. Again, because knives are very sharp, it's likely you might hurt yourself, so be very, very careful, especially if you're walking around the kitchen with a knife. Make sure you have the blunt facing downwards. And then I'm using some scissors to cut the chicken breast tikka on top of the couscous, but you need to leave the couscous for around, say, 2 to 3 minutes to let the hot water cook it, because the hot water cooks the couscous by itself. Then what I'm doing in this recipe is I'm placing this in the microwave for roughly 10 minutes at around a power of 600 watts, I think it is. I'm going to have to check that though. So you're going to leave that for roughly 10 minutes, and once that's finished, it's going to be very hot coming out the microwave. So as you're seeing here, I would recommend using some oven mitts, just in case you might burn yourself and it might take you by surprise about how hot it is. You're going to take the lid off, give it a stir, because everything's going to be nice and hot. Then you can distribute the weight, the heat of the food around all the ingredients within the recipe. And then on this, I added some reduced sugar and salt, tomato ketchup, some rosemary, some garlic salt, and some all-purpose seasoning. With the garlic salt, it does contain salt, so be a little bit careful about how much salt you use. And also in regards to rosemary, it does have some health benefits. But here you're seeing I used in this recipe 80 grams of couscous, 160 grams of tomatoes, 130 grams of chicken breast tikka slices, and then the tomatoes, the ketchup and hot water. You're going to get 2 of your 5 a day from this recipe. The fibre from the couscous and tomatoes. You'll get protein from the chicken breast in this recipe, and it's only 400 calories, so you can still eat other food throughout the day alongside this recipe. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video though, and make sure you listen to the rest of the assembly, and I hope you have a good time and a good assembly. I'll see you guys later on. See ya.